burn the boats, not the bridges. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I want to talk to you a little bit about, especially if you're a business owner, you're an executive of a business, you're one of the decision makers, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to handle your haters, or the people that dislike you, or the people that are ignoring you, the people that just aren't right for your products and services. And they're out there. They're everywhere. And if you haven't noticed it yet, if you've built the business from scratch, you've probably been around it long enough that you're okay with this, you've handled it. But I know people that have been around for a while and they still let the haters get to them. And I always try and encourage, but I know that most of the time it's more of a traumatic thing, that they just haven't learned how to handle other people and other people's opinions. Just be able to let them be, let them have their way, let them have their opinions that are, from what you see, completely wrong. And you're probably absolutely right. They're wrong. They're wrong about you. They're wrong about your products and services. And there's nothing you can do about it. You got to let it go. I'll give you an example. The story of a friend of mine who's a pretty good size YouTuber, does vlogs on YouTube, and he, to this day, I know it still bothers him to have trolls on his site. So these are the trolls, are the ones that come onto YouTube and other social media, and all they are is there just to irritate you. They just say outrageous things. They just do anything they can just to get in a little bit of sand in your shell, and he lets it bother him so much. He's got adoration galore. He's got 1 million thumbs up on his videos and a handful of thumbs down and a handful of bad comments, really nasty comments, really personal stuff. And he comes unglued. He doesn't know how to handle it. And you could try to explain that to somebody, but like I said, it's more of a traumatic thing. It's more of an emotional deal that a person has to get over. And if you've got that issue, it's something to pay attention to. Now, don't obsess over it, but you ought to watch it and just back away from it and not take it so seriously. You got to burn the boats, in a sense of that they use that phrase a lot in business, and you have different people tell the same story, different versions of the same story. They're either talking about Vikings or pirates or a specific historical character who, when they went to invade an island or invade an area, they would burn all their boats, and they said, the only way we're getting off, or either we're not getting off and we're staying here, or the only way we're getting back is by taking their boats. So we got to burn our boats so that we're not leaving anything to the enemy, and it's just straightforward. It's just go forward. So just putting your blinders on and ignoring those that are against you, or getting over them, getting past them, fighting them. That's what a lot of what burning the boats means, is not leaving any other options. And I like to think of it, it's not usually used in terms when you're talking about people and how you're handling people, but I think it's the same thing. And at the same time, I say all that to also say, don't burn any bridges, because people change. Because someone who may not understand you now may understand you later. Someone who's not in your ideal market today may be in your ideal market tomorrow. So you don't need to put a whole lot of energy into tearing that person down or tearing their ideas down or anything else. You make your point and you move on. If you even need to make your point. If it's outrageous, silly nonsense that people are throwing at you, let them. But don't burn the bridge. If you handle them properly, it can maybe years from now, but they may come back around and it may lead to something altogether different. And it's not just when it comes to your customers or haters online. I mean, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the people that you're dealing with one-on-one, partners or possible partners, employees, anything like that. Anyone that you're working with on a regular basis, if you hit a little bit of friction, let it go. Back away, move on to the next person. There's way too many people out there who will get you and understand where you're coming from. So hopefully that's helpful to you. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're doing this every night. When we get back together, we have a little talk. We either talk about the principles, the strategies, or the tactics that help you build your business a little further. And if you'd like to be able to sit down and talk with someone about your business and specifically how to really overcome the competition, I've got a little thing called the Amazon Proof Strategy Session. You could find it at brianjpombo.com/Amazon. That link is in the description. You go click on it right now because I'm at the end of the video. We'll be back here tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.